All-important day today in court for the Gyanvapi Masjid dispute. The Supreme Court bench comprising of Justices D.Y. Chandrachud as well as P.S. Narasimha will resume hearing the Gyanvapi mosque case. Hindu petitioners are expected to file their response to the plea by the mosque committee against the lower court's judgment. The court will hear the Hindu side's argument after they were notified to appear. The Hindu side has argued that the Gyanvapi Kashi Vishwanath dispute is a pre-independence issue, so Place of Worship Act does not apply here. The Muslim side has argued, meanwhile, that this survey is illegal as it violates the Act. The Supreme Court will decide on essentially the survey's validity. During Tuesday's hearing, the Supreme Court had directed local authorities to protect the area where this alleged shivling was found. So they've stuck to the previous court order. The court had also instructed authorities to ensure that there's no obstruction or restriction on prayers on namaz in the mosque. So the Supreme Court is going to be hearing this matter today, but also importantly, this Varanasi Civil Court is taking up this issue. 3 pleas coming up before the Civil Varanasi Court related to the Gyanvapi Mosque row. The survey report is also going to be submitted in court today. Petition 1 has sought permission to offer prayers at the alleged shivling that's been found in the premises. Petition 2 has demanded shifting pipelines through which water is supplied for namazis to perform wazukhana, where the alleged shivling is found. In Petition 3, the Hindu side has asked that Ajay Kumar Mishra be included in the survey work, the court commissioner who's been removed. The Varanasi court had removed him for allegedly leaking information about the survey to the media. Now, there's a new 29-second video of the alleged shivling at the Gyanvapi Mosque complex that sparked a massive upheaval. This unedited footage shows this so-called shivling and the well near the wazukhana. Politics over this issue is already exploding. Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM calling it an attempt by the BJP to return to the Babri era. The BJP is demanding the scrapping of the Places of Worship Act of 1991.
Another video of the claimed shivling inside the Gyanvapi Mosque complex in Varanasi. This one shows the well-like structure next to the wazukhana. The Hindu side claims that the well houses the shivling. Earlier images accessed by India Today showed the claimed shivling inside this water body. The latest clip has only made the claim of the Hindu side stronger. They're now asking, what more proof is needed?
हमने एप्लीकेशन लगाई है, वो एक एप्लीकेशन है फैक्ट्स असर्टेन करने की, कोर्ट के पटल पे अपनी बातें लाने की, और माननीय न्यायालय जरूर इसको देखेगा, इसके मेरिट्स को देखेगा. मुस्लिम साइड से अंजुमन इंतजामिया से उनके जवाब मंगाए जाएंगे.
The site where the claimed shivling has been spotted has been secured after the Supreme Court order on Tuesday. The local administration has put 9 locks and 2 CRPF Jawans have also been deployed. They will guard this entire area 24/7. A deputy superintendent of police rank officer, the head of the Kashi temple security and 3 CRPF commandants will review security on a 24/7 basis. While the hearing in the Varanasi court did not take place on Wednesday, the Mandir Masjid dispute has already taken political center stage.
ज्ञानवापी मस्जिद का और इस तरह के घटनाक्रम भारतीय जनता पार्टी जानबूझ करके करती है.
मैं चाहूंगा कि अभी भी समय है कि इन 3 मस्जिदों पर, इन 3 मंदिरों के साथ जो अन्याय हुआ, जो मस्जिदें बनाई गई इनके आसपास या मंदिर तोड़कर मस्जिद बनाए गए, उन पर बैठकर हिंदू समाज के साथ या हिंदू समाज के जो लोग रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं उनके साथ बैठकर इस पे कोई सलाह करे, बातचीत करे और रास्ता निकालें.
विचारधारा में इनकी सोच के अंदर क्या देख रहे हो, क्या तमाशे हो रहे हैं देश के अंदर, अब एक नया तमाशा शुरू कर देंगे हम आप पर.
The mosque panel continues to claim that the shivling is actually a water fountain. The Lucknow All India Muslim Personal Law Board has also decided to form a legal committee that will oversee this entire case.
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने यह भी कहा कि मुसलमानों के जो रिलीजियस तरीके से जो आप नमाज पढ़ते हैं जो है उसमें वजू भी शामिल है, तो वजू करेंगे उसमें हाउस में जाकर, और 400 साल से उस वजू को उस फवारे को कुछ नुकसान नहीं हुआ। और अगर ये फवारे को अगर इस तरह अगर पेश किया जा रहा है तो कल ताजमहल को बंद कर देना पड़ेगा। ताजमहल के सामने भी फवारे लगे हैं, कहां जाके बात रुकेगी फिर ये?
Hindu motifs, the spotting of a reported shivling. Will the survey report that's due to be submitted in the next few days be a game changer in the Gyanvapi Mosque Kashi Temple case? Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, the focus today is not just going to be on Kashi and Varanasi, but also on Mathura, because the battle for the Krishna Janmabhoomi land is also taking place. The Mathura court will be delivering that extremely crucial verdict in the Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Eidgah Mosque dispute case today. The judgment is expected on a plea filed by Ranjana Agnihotri, who is part of one of the lawsuits. The petitioners earlier had argued that the mosque was allegedly built by Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb in the premises of Katra Keshav Dev Temple near the birthplace of Lord Krishna. 3 lawsuits, remember, have been filed till now in the Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Eidgah Mosque case. On May 9th, the petition was filed for a video survey of the Shahi Eidgah Mosque. All eyes now are on the Mathura court, as after the discovery of the reported shivling in the Gyanvapi Mosque, the demands have grown to seal the Shahi Eidgah Mosque premises, which is inside this Krishna temple. Let's get you all the other top stories that we're tracking this morning. Tihar jail officials informing that conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar was on a hunger strike for 19 days in the Delhi prison, demanding additional meetings with his wife, who's lodged in another jail. The jail punishment has been ordered against him for this misconduct.
This is the Tihar jail, home to country's top criminals. The inmates include the super conman Sukesh Chandrashekhar, who's accused of extorting 200 crore rupees from a businessman tycoon's family. And he ran the whole extortion racket, cooling his heels in Tihar. Even as he pulled off one of the most daring yet simple schemes of extortion, he was allegedly filling the pockets of jail officials with sufficient cash so that they turn a blind eye to his activities. The Economic Offences Wing of Delhi Police says officers from top to bottom were allegedly bribed, and the amount was 1 crore rupees per month. According to the charge sheet, Sukesh was in possession of several mobile phones, including iPhone 12 Pro and iPhone 11. But last year, when the news of his comforts in jail spread, all the perks Suresh used to enjoy ended. His barrack, which was just 300 meters away from his wife Leena Paul's barrack, was also changed. The separation from his wife made Sukesh restless. He staged hunger strikes twice, which lasted for 17 days and landed him in the hospital. And his only demand during the hunger strike, permission to meet his wife. The conman was brought to Tihar on 4th April 2017. His wife was jailed after being arrested on September 5th, 2021. The jail rulebook says that the husband and wife can meet on the first and third Saturdays of every month for 20 minutes. But now, with his elaborate bribery network within the jail exposed, investigators suspect the couple flouted rules and met frequently. Meanwhile, Sukesh has also filed a case claiming a threat to his life in jail. 8 jail officials have been arrested so far over alleged links to Sukesh. What the crackdown means is Sukesh may not be able to return to his earlier life inside jail anytime soon. Bureau Report, India Today.
Let's give you a bit of a background also into Sukesh Chandrashekhar and his wife, Leena Maria Paul. They tricked and duped a businessman's family of a whopping 200 crore rupees. Most people know Sukesh as a conman, but very few actually know his wife was his partner in crime and was equally involved with him in running this mega extortion racket.
This is the story of a couple who tricked and bluffed people. A couple who duped a businessman's family of 200 crore rupees. This is the story of Sukesh Chandrashekhar and Leena Maria Paul. Most people know Sukesh as a con man, but very few know his wife was his partner in crime and was equally involved with him in running the extortion racket. The actor from John Abraham's famous film Madras Cafe, Leena entered Bollywood from the Tamil film industry. As she chased her dreams of becoming a superstar, she climbed the ladder of success very quickly. But it ultimately landed her behind the bars. In 2011, Leena came to the city of dreams, Mumbai, from Dubai to try her luck in modeling. Leena met Sukesh soon after. Sukesh gave her modeling contracts and then took her to Chennai. Leena's desire for fame and wealth brought her closer to Sukesh. In Chennai, Maria got the lead role in many films with the help of her boyfriend, and soon after, she was able to build a career in the industry. Soon, she became a player in Sukesh's elaborate crime network. That journey has brought them together to the Tihar jail. Bureau Report, India Today.
Moving on, the Supreme Court granted bail to former media tycoon Indrani Mukerjea in the Sheena Bora murder case. The court in its order said that Indrani has been in jail for over 6.5 years. Indrani is going to be released on bail, subject to the satisfaction of the trial court. Here's a look at how this case has progressed over the last 6.5 years.
One half of Indian media's power couple, a darling of the Mumbai party circuit. A woman with a dark past, a mother, and an alleged murderer. That was how Indrani Mukerjea was described when the Sheena Bora murder case hit the headlines in 2015. 6.5 years later, today, 54 years old, Indrani Mukerjea is a woman who has fallen from grace and is trying to salvage her identity. It all started with the arrest of Indrani Mukerjea's driver, Shamba Rai, by Mumbai police for possession of illegal weapons on 21st August 2015. It was claimed that Rai, during his interrogation in the weapons case, spoke about his involvement in a murder in 2012 that involved his employer. Based on this, 4 days later on 25th August, police registered 4 cases under Indian Penal Code for murder, kidnapping, tampering with evidence, criminal conspiracy with common intention, naming Indrani Mukerjea, her former husband Sanjeev Khanna, and driver Shamba Rai. The police claimed that Sheena Bora, Indrani's daughter from a previous relationship, was killed on April 24, 2012, and her body was buried the next day in a village in the Raigad district. It was claimed that the body was found in a decomposed state a month later, but remained unidentified till Rai's alleged disclosure in 2015. On 26 August, Indrani was arrested by the police in connection with the kidnapping and murder of Sheena. whose body was later allegedly set ablaze and disposed of in 2012. Sheena Bora was reported missing by Indrani Mukerjea's stepson Rahul Mukerjea, who was reportedly engaged to Sheena. It was claimed that Rahul's father Peter Mukerjea and Indrani did not approve of the relationship. On 27 August 2015, Indrani's ex-husband and Sheena's stepfather Sanjeev Khanna was arrested from Kolkata. The case was transferred to the Central Bureau of Investigation in September 2015 from the Mumbai police. In December 2015, the CBI made its first and only arrest in the case by booking Peter Mukerjea, then husband of Indrani Mukerjea, for allegedly being part of the conspiracy of the murder. In 2016, Shambhar Rai sought to become a prosecution witness, claiming that he had remorse for what he had done and wanted to make full disclosure about the alleged murder of Sheena Bora. His plea was accepted, and the trial began in 2017. Bail application filed by the accused on merits and medical grounds were rejected multiple times before Bombay High Court granted bail to Peter Mukerjea in 2020. Indrani Mukerjea in her bail plea has contended that there are major discrepancies in the CBI's evidence, including in the deposition of Rai and forensic experts on the skeletons found in 2012 and the one exhumed in 2015, claiming to be that of Sheena Bora's. The trial has so far seen the deposition of 67 witnesses, including Rai, forensic experts and others. In past half a decade, the case has taken many twists and turns. But one thing that has always been true for this particular case is that it is not a simple murder case, and neither is it easy to ascertain who killed Sheena Bora.
Now, wholesale inflation crossed 15% this week. That's the highest in 17 years. Consumer inflation is at an 8-year high. All of this essentially means that the cost of living has increased considerably, and it's us, the common man, facing the brunt of the surge in inflation. From students to business owners, inflation is sparing no one. And what's most concerning is also the rise in food prices.
Fuel prices at all-time high. Retail inflation highest in 8 years. Loans getting costlier after the RBI's repo rate hike. The common man is facing the brunt of the inflation surge. In Mumbai, students are facing problems in buying study material. Travelling costs are also burning a big hole in their pockets.
As a student, for me, it's really difficult to travel for basic commodities and everything. And especially for PG students who are staying here on rent and stuff, gas prices have increased a lot. It's like $1,000 for a gas cylinder.
बुक्स खरीदने में पेंसिल पेन वेन ये सब खरीदने में बहुत तकलीफ होती है. जो महंगाई बढ़ गई है ना, इसके बहुत तकलीफ हो रही है सबको.
From cooking oil to food items, everything is now costlier. The Aam Aadmi is now forced to manage their budget within their limited incomes. From students to business owners, inflation has spared no one.
तो यहाँ पर आप खाना खाने आते हो, खाना भी महंगा हो गया, दाल सब्जी यहाँ पे.
ये सर महंगा हो गया, पहले 2,500 रुपये पड़ते थे, अब 3,000 से ऊपर जा रहे हैं.
सर महंगाई से तो बहुत असर पड़ा है, क्योंकि दिन भर में मतलब जब जैसे जैसे ग्राहक आता है वैसे वैसे हम सामान लाना पड़ता है. तो पहले ऐसी व्यवस्था नहीं थी, जैसे एक बार सामान लाते थे. अभी का समय ऐसा है जब हर दिन में उतना कस्टमर होते हैं, उस हिसाब से बार बार सामान लाना पड़ता है.
In the national capital, the CNG price hike is keeping the meter down of the autos. In Uttar Pradesh's Mahoba, the Congress staged a protest over the rise in prices of essential commodities by cooking food on mitti ka chula. Badly hurting, the common man is looking up to the government for some relief. Bureau Report, India Today.
Heavy rains have wreaked havoc in Assam. Floods and landslides have resulted in multiple deaths, affecting nearly 2 lakh people across 20 districts. Floods have also wiped out livelihoods of hundreds. Suryagni Roy gets you a ground report.
Streets waterlogged. Agricultural fields inundated. Houses submerged in knee-deep water. Incessant rains have wreaked havoc in Assam. Floods and landslides have resulted in multiple deaths. Nearly 2 lakh people are affected by the floods across 20 districts. In Marigaon district, residents are forced to leave as the water is entering their houses.
প্রবলেম মানে কলে যাওয়া যায় না, লেট্রিনে যাওয়া যায় না, বাথরুমে মানে যাওয়া যায় না, মোটর উটর সব জলের তলে ঢুকে গেছে, কষ্ট হইতাছে, ঘরেও জল ঢুকতাছে, মানে সমান সমান হইছে।
কি সমস্যা, জল আইসা তো বহুত কিছু নষ্ট হইতেই আছে, ঘরদরের লেত্রা মেত্রা এগুলি হইছে, জলের লাগিল তো অসুবিধাই বিরাট।
ये पानी इतना तक आ गया, दिक्कत क्या क्या होगा?
दिक्कत क्या होगा, अब मैं यहाँ पर नहीं रहूंगी।
नहीं रहेंगे, कहाँ जाएंगे?
आमुनी घर चले जाऊंगी। मेरे पति, मेरा एक लड़का है, एक लड़की है, और कोई नहीं है।
Heavy rains have also hit livelihoods in Marigaon.
आज सुबह से ज्यादा हुआ है।
और बारिश कब से हुआ?
बारिश तो 20-22 दिन हो जाएगा।
यहाँ से गर्म पानी बोल के एक जगह है, तो वहाँ पे गेट है जो कपिली का, तो वो हम लोग सुना है कि वो गेट तोड़ दिया है।
अच्छा,
तो
मतलब कपिली नदी में
उसका
ओवरफ्लो हो रहा है, पानी आके, तो यहाँ पे आपका कितना नुकसान कितना होगा?
बहुत नुकसान है मेरा, इधर मच्छी भी बहुत था, इधर कम से कम 1 लाख का तो मच्छी होगा इधर। हाँ, 1 लाख का मच्छी होगा।
National and state disaster response forces are now carrying out rescue and relief operations in the flood-hit areas of Assam.
Locals claim that they are facing a lot of financial issues just due to this particular natural calamity that Assam is facing. As we can see that the rainfall has stopped and there is sunlight, but the tragedies that are affecting the lives of these people seem to have just begun. With camera person Prasun, this is Suryagni Roy for India Today.